Okay, according to the movie, this is what we do. We're in the bathroom. We have the camera. Amorosa, I have 83,000 followers on Clapper. Come take a selfie with me. I'm going to use this anyway. Amorosa. 2025, 2026, depending on which information point you look at. This is a bit muddling. Basically, it's like Candyman, Bloody Mary. You know, you go into the bathroom, you say to Amorosa that you have fill-in-the-blank number of followers, and you want to take a selfie. And in theory, if you are sincere about wanting to help other people, then Amorosa will just take a selfie with you. If, however, you value your phone more than you value the people, she'll kill you. So one girl gets sent in by her friend to do this on a dare, and poof, she was gone. Next we have there's 4 in one group, and then there's a girl alone who's referred to as orthodox. In other words, she's still using psychic powders, shit like that. They, on the other hand, are using high-tech equipment and being very scientific about it. And they view her with contempt, and she has pretty much the same attitude towards them. There's the girl who thinks that she has to be all slutty for her platform to function. There's a guy who really doesn't care about anything other than the fact that he wants money so he can buy stuff. There's the older gentleman who came from another team, discusses briefly the fact that there was trauma for him in his previous job, but doesn't really tell you what it is. We have the mother whose child is missing, teenager is missing, and in the end, you end up with basically one person from the oh, we're so gung-ho and scientific team, and the Orthodox girl. Everybody else is dead. You won't really care that much. However, it is sort of, for a little while, you'll be viewing the one guy who survives as a bit of a cad, because it is clear he and the psychic are attracted to each other, but then he mentions he has a girlfriend, at which point you're like, okay, yeah, you got a girlfriend, but you're definitely flirting with this one, so what kind of scumbag are you? And it turns out he's not really a scumbag, he's just a guy who didn't have the balls to tell the girl he was actually with that he didn't want to be with her anymore, and primarily because he was afraid of being alone. Now that he's got someone else waiting for him, he won't be alone, and he feels free to break up with the girlfriend, which it really doesn't help his character a whole lot, because you don't want someone who's so clingy because they're a child. You know, you want someone who's able to be independent. You want someone who's capable of independence, independent thought, independent action. It's a handy thing to have. However, this is on Tubi. This is not a I watched it so you don't have to, and it's not a oh boy, go out and get it. This is it's middle of the week, it's raining, it's icky, and you've got nothing to do. So let's go kill an hour and a half. Better to kill the time than the person.